Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Insurance Gems. I apologize for the extended delay between my video uploads. If I'm 100% honest, I'm not sure if I'm helping anybody. I have good information from the experience that I have as an insurance adjuster, and I just want to make sure that I'm able to help people navigate through some of the tough times that they might have when they file an insurance claim. And I wasn't sure that I was on the right track, and I'm still not sure that I'm on the right track. I actually encounter people at work. I have the same conversations, really same encounters with a lot of the people I work with, people in my family, friends, and it's just obvious to me that there's a misguidance or miseducation on what insurance is and what it's supposed to do. The general consensus that I get from the people I interact with is that insurance is actually a scam. So we might dive in deeper on whether or not it's a scam or not. That might be the topic of this video. But I've been trying to record and just kind of take the pressure off of the optics of the message that I'm trying to deliver. I really am just focused on getting a message out there. So I'm gonna try something new today. I'm just pretty much on my way home from work, and I am just have a couple of thoughts that I want to go ahead and record while I'm heading home. So I'd like to explore the topic of, is insurance a scam? I think you'd have to define scam and figure out how you interpret the definition. For me, of course, having been in the insurance world, I think insurance is best described as it's just a business. It's a business that makes money off of basically catastrophic events or the unfortune of others. If you think about your car getting vandalized, or theft, or fire, hitting a deer, hail damage. These are things that no one planned for, but yet you paid money into a system that is supposed to cover these damages. I think where the misinterpretation is that the general public thinks, or at least the way it's sold, is that because you pay for a product or a service, that you're supposed to be right and benefit financially from that product or service. And insurance is untraditional in that sense. So you can go to, let's say, a restaurant, and you can eat, let's say you get your meal and you eat the whole plate, and the manager comes around and says, "How was everything?" They look at your plate's empty, but then you complain and say, "Oh, I had mayo on my burger and I asked for no mayo." The manager at that point can choose to refund you the entire cost of the meal, even though you consumed it. Insurance is not like that. It's based on a contract. The contract is between you and the company. That's the policy. And they tell you, in exchange for the premium, which is your monthly payment, they're going to provide coverage for whatever you decide to insure. Now, the policy also has a list of exclusions. Exclusions means things that are not going to be covered. And it tells you, like, a good example would be wear and tear on your vehicle. Wear and tear would be something defined as an oil leak, blown suspension, worn tires, Parts that just fail on cars, because cars are basically machines ran by, electrical sensors and circuits and engines and bearings and gears, and all these things work in harmony so that we can get to where we need to go. But when those things fail, which they will, part of vehicle ownership is maintenance. And from my experience, a lot of people are upset when they finally file a claim, because they might have been paying for their premiums for years and years at a time and never filed a claim, and they want some kind of reward for that. Pat on the back. You did it. You made your payment. Congrats. And then when they finally have the bill, they finally have the claim, they expect the insurance company to repaint their car, reupholster the interior, rebuild the engine. And then when you tell them no, that you can't, because that's not a covered loss, an engine rebuild is not related to the fact that you hit a pole in the McDonald's parking lot. So when you tell people no, which is kind of a part of the job, people, they don't like that, because in every other aspect of our society, the customer is always right. The customer can complain to whoever they want and basically get whatever they want, whether it's money back, a free month of service, you name it, a buddy pass, you name it. So insurance is not a scam, though, because it does what it's supposed to do. If everything's on the up and up, you pay your premiums, you file a claim, you report the claim as it happened with no fraud, you get your vehicle or your house paid for, but they don't overpay. It's a crime for you to profit off of an insurance loss. So they're not going to overpay you just because you're inconvenienced. I believe in insurance. I've even though I've dealt with a lot of unhappy customers, I know that the system works. It's clunky at times, but they're meaning the insurance company, they're in business to be profitable. That's another thing. When you're in a business, the point of you being in a business is to make money. People don't like that when you apply it to an insurance company, because there's shareholders, there's CEO salaries, there's bonuses, and believe it or not, they want to save money. They want to take in as much money as possible and pay out as little as possible. So that I do agree with, from the average consumer. But it's not a scam, because it works. If you have damage, you pay for coverage, they will reimburse you or repair or replace the item that's damaged. So it's not a scam. Thanks for watching.